Hey everyone, my name is Brent Stafford, and Hurricane Katrina is a very interesting topic to discuss. Um, you look at the reasons why it took so long for recovery efforts. It really is mind-boggling, somewhat. For Kanye to call President Bush a racist was probably a little bit overboard, um, to say the least. But I think it has. I think race plays a big factor, of course, but I think it also a huge factor is economic status is a real big one. For some, people in general, society, we always want to look up. We never look down at people below us. We always want to look up. You know, well, hey, I want to be like that, or I want this like this person who's above me, who makes more money, who lives, at the country club, whatnot. We want more, and but I think this is more of a economic. Yes, race does play a factor. If you look at the media, when the media, the looting versus the finding. Um, Media, I don't know why the media does this. Why the editors allow such, you know, discriminating words such as that, uh, to go by and be published. I really that is really mind-boggling to me. Is how stuff like that gets published. I don't really understand it. I would like to see a percentage of people below poverty line that were had to stay in Louisiana, or I mean New Orleans specifically, who were stuck in the Superdome and in the city surrounding. Uh, I would like to see the whites versus blacks versus Hispanics or others. I would like to see the percentage breakdown, to see poverty line breakdown of that, and the people that were did not evacuate the city. So I think that would be interesting to look at. But back to the media discussion, I don't really understand it. It happens a lot in sports. If you look at Barry Bonds with steroids issue, he was just absolutely nailed by the media. It was ridiculous. And you look at someone like Roger Clemens, who's white, taking steroids. Not as much. He wasn't played out to be a bad figure so much as Barry Bonds was, or other black athletes. So it is an interesting debate, and it's definitely a fair discussion to have, I believe, and it's very interesting. I can't say that it's just a race thing. Just from my opinion, just strictly just because black people, that it was recovery efforts were a little bit delayed. I'm not going to go that far. It may have something to do with it, but that's kind of how I view the situation, somewhat. And I think when you look at culture, it definitely does affect how we think. Just not media, but well, media is a big part, but situations such as Hurricane Katrina, disasters, what we see on TV, cops. If you look at an episode of Cops, it's just mainly, I'd say 75 to 80% is arresting African Americans. So it's definitely an interesting debate. Something that needs to be discussed. Um, So, but that's how I feel about that. Thank you, everyone, for listening.